What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Jumping into this episode of GH. I still want to know where they're going with the Maxie trying to get Lulu and Dante back together. Like, where are they going with this? Because I don't believe they're recasting Dante. I don't believe Dominic is coming back full time. So what is the end goal of all of this? Like, I feel like there's much more better stories that they can use Maxie in. I just feel like this is a dead-end story that I really don't see where they're going with it. I don't see what the end game is here. And it kind of annoys me that Maxie thinks that Dante and Lulu's marriage will be fine once they have sex or get a room or whatever. Sex has nothing to do with the issues going on in their marriage. Like Peter said, and I do agree with Peter, Dante had a lot of issues. You know, he went through a lot when he was out of town and out of the country and stuff like that. That man was beaten. He was tortured. He went through a lot. He's seen a lot. It emotionally messed with him. Psychologically, it messed with him. Clearly, he was brainwashed, and he's only been gone a couple months, so he really needs treatment, to really heal. If he comes back too soon, he could end up hurting himself, hurting somebody else, hurting his family. Because before he left, he was on the verge of hurting his family. Dude was having visions and dreams of shooting his own wife. And yet she wants to bring him back. Like, why would you bring him back before he's ready? I feel like Maxie needs to stay out of it and mind her business. That's just, I love Maxie, but this is not her business. You have a full-time job. You have a son to take care of full-time. You have a new relationship. You have a lot on your plate as it is. You have a daughter. You have a lot on your plate as it is. Why are you putting this on your plate when it's not your business, nor is it your place? Stay in your lane. Let Dante and Lulu figure out their own marriage. You know what I mean? Let them figure that out for themselves. You need to stay out of it and focus on your life, because your life is pretty full as it is. So why add on other people's problems when they didn't ask you to? Just be the friend that you've been being and just be there for Lulu like you have been doing. That's the best Maxie can do. Just be there for your friend. Stop interjecting yourself into her situation, trying to make it better for her, because right now you can't. Let Dante be. He's getting treatment. He's getting help. Leave it alone. But what annoyed me about Peter a little bit was he was trying to say how, well, I guess Maxie is trying to throw him a surprise birthday party. I don't see why, but I don't see why she's trying to throw him some surprise birthday party. I mean, how many people are going to come to this party? He doesn't have really any friends, so who's going to come? But it's going to be a small group of people, I'm sure. He was talking about how she, continuously be, throwing herself into her work. Well, if she's busy at work and stuff, I'm not surprised. She is the creative director for Crimson, and they do have a big issue coming out. I mean, it's a fashion magazine, it's busy, 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 so I can see why she would get busy. I mean, fashion magazines don't run themselves. Hell, companies in general don't run themselves. I really didn't care for these scenes, though, to be quite honest. But anyway, moving on from that. I did love the Kristina Sonny scenes. It kind of annoyed me a little bit with Sonny because, Kristina was pretty much putting everything out there today. She put everything on the table about how she should know how to trust her instincts better and stuff like that. And Sonny made a comment about how she should blame Alexis for not being able to trust her instincts because Alexis married Julian. Really, Sonny? Really? Says the man who married Claudia Zaccara, the same woman he suspected of having his son shot. Mind you, at the time when he married, even before he married Claudia, he suspected Claudia had something to do with Michael getting shot. He couldn't prove it. He suspected it at the time. This was long before he could prove it. But yet you suspected she could have done it, and you still went ahead and married the woman. Yeah, and yet you want to talk about Alexis's instincts. Seriously? You should start talking about your own instinct. But anyway, I did love that scene, though. Kristina basically let it be known. Like, she's sick and tired of screwing up, but being in your 20s, When you're young, that's you discovering life. You know, you're not really discovering life, you're discovering yourself. You know what I mean? You're on this self journey, you know, trying to figure yourself out, trying to figure life out. I do wish that she would have matured a bit, but I think now is the start of that. After watching today's episode, it seems like she's on that path to being more mature, trusting her instincts better, you know, and she's starting to stand on her own 2 feet. And she lets Sonny know that from now on, she doesn't want his money. She doesn't want him buying her a business or giving her a job. She don't want no handouts from him or Alexis. She wants to make her own way. You know, she wants to be self-made, you know. I respect that. When she talked about that today, I really respected that. Because for years, she's been living off of Sonny and Alexis. Now she feels like, you know what? She's done doing that. She's not going to do it anymore. She's not going to accept cars from them. She's not going to use credit cards that they pay for. She's not going to use none of their money. She's not going to, none of that. She just wants to live, you know, stand on her own too. I respect it. But Sonny basically made the decision not to kill Shiloh yet. What Sonny said to Jason earlier was true, though. I mean, Jason's all mad and hot-headed and stuff, and that's not the way you want to handle it when you're all heated and upset right now, because you're going to make a mistake. In order to get rid of Shiloh, you're going to have to do it to the point where the cops cannot trace it back to you at all. I mean, of course, you're going to be a suspect, but there's not going to be any evidence. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be smart in how you get rid of him. The scene with him and Sam, though, was pretty intense. Like, Sam knew all the buttons to push with Shiloh. Because before she said what she said, he was all smug and arrogant, as usual. But when she was talking to him and stuff, she knew how to press those buttons with him. Because you see how mad he got real fast. And the way he grabbed her arm and stuff like that. I was like, yep, you're starting to see the real Shiloh come out. Because he sits there, you know, he puts on this facade like he's charming and, you know, he's so happy-go-lucky until you say and do the wrong things. And that's when you see the devil come out of him. And that's exactly what happened today, the way he grabbed her. Until Jason showed up. You know, it's so funny how he's so arrogant talking about how the cops know this and the cops know that. And if, you know, something happened to him accidentally or whatever, that him and Sonny are going to be at the top of the suspect list. I'm going to tell you right now. He must not know who he's dealing with. First of all, you know how many people Sonny and Jason done got rid of? And they beat the charges every time? Getting rid of him should be a walk in the park. And furthermore, he's underestimating them and he's also overlooking other people. Sonny and Jason is not his only enemy. You have many enemies in Port Charles beyond Sonny and Jason. So, you know, the mere fact that he's not thinking about anybody else other than the two of them, that goes to show he's stupid. You know, he's even more arrogant than I thought he was. Because Sonny and Jason is not his only enemy. That lady at Mercy Hospital, I swear that lady ought to be fired. I hope when this is all said and done, I hope Willow finds out and she sues Mercy Hospital. Because, of course, that lady, you know, she's not one of DOD's followers per se, but she did read his book and she felt all enlightened and whatnot. So she basically gave him all this information on Willow, told him about how she was admitted to the hospital last July to give birth and the baby was a boy. Like, she was just singing like a canary. I said, first of all, you need to be fired because you just right then and there, you broke all type of HIPAA laws. I don't care if somebody walk up in the hospital and say that they're a relative or they're a brother. You still legally can't get that information out. You can't give no information out about a patient. You can't do that. You're breaking all type of HIPAA violations. That hospital, she needs to be fired. That hospital needs to be sued for millions, period. So now he got the proof that he want that the baby was born, that she did have a baby. But like Diane said yesterday, if he tries to go at this from a legal standpoint, he's going to lose because just right there, he got the information illegally. He did not obtain that information legally. He did not subpoena the hospital for records. He went in there, charmed this girl into telling him what he wanted. That's illegal because she was not legally supposed to give out that info. So if he went up in the court trying to get custody or whatever, you're going to lose automatically right there. Automatically. So anyway, we get more background about Willow and Harmony and her father, apparently, from DOD when she was telling Chase. Basically, Harmony, and her dad joined DOD as a family. But Harmony viewed Willow's father as weak. So basically, she got DOD and Shiloh to kick him out of the DOD group. And, over time, it separated her from her dad and stuff like that. We don't know who the dad is or where he is right now. But listening to that story, though, I have a feeling whoever her dad is, he probably going to pop up at some point. Maybe he'll be a suspect in the demise of Shiloh. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised at this point if Harmony turned on him. I mean, because I do agree. She's sitting in jail right now thinking that he's going to help her, but she's stupid. He couldn't help himself get out of jail. How he going to help you? If it wasn't for her, he would have been sitting in jail right now. And I still feel like this is stupid because just because Harmony came up and admitted to drugging Kristina and Sam, that does not negate the charges against Shiloh. It should not have dropped the charges against him. If anything, it should have strengthened the DA's case because it proves conspiracy, that both of them were working together. You have a whole recording of it. It should have strengthened the case. I don't know. I understand that you have to suspend disbelief with this show, but damn, that's a little bit too much suspension for me. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Willow's father was the one who offed Shiloh or something. I wouldn't be shocked. Her mother is just despicable. I will say that. Harmony is a whole despicable hot mess. With mothers like that, you don't need enemies. I'm just saying. You really, really don't. You don't need no type of enemy. When Jason and Sam was talking at Charlie's pub, I really didn't feel bad for Sam. Because I still don't feel bad for Sam because she put herself in this situation. She knew by going undercover with DOD and joining the trust, you knew that you were going to be sexually assaulted. You knew that. She knew all of this information, yet you still chose to do it. The one thing I do like about Sam and Jason is the fact that they accept each other for who they are. They're not trying to change each other. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at Sonny and all them, the women that they normally get with, outside of the current women that they're with, the women that they get with are always trying to change them. Elizabeth was trying to do the same thing with Jason. Brenda was trying to do the same thing with Sonny. Hell, even Claire Walsh, her brief little romance with Sonny, she was trying to do the same thing. They always tried to change them. Kate was trying to change them. All these women are always trying to change them. But Sam, I will say, accepted him for who he is. And he accepts her for who she is. He's not telling her, oh, you got to be a housewife or a homemaker. He's not telling her that. She's not telling him, oh, you got to be a legit CEO, a businessman, go work at ELQ. She's not telling him that either. They just accept each other for who they are, no matter how dangerous it is. But I'm like, you would think with kids, though, that, y'all got kids now. So it should, hopefully take on less danger now that you have children. But I just hate that she put herself in such a situation, especially the mere fact that they talk about Franco and what he did years ago and stuff like that. So knowing what you went through with Franco, why would you put yourself willingly in that same type of situation? Why would you do that on purpose? I mean, I get that she wanted Shiloh behind bars, but look what happened. The justice system failed you. Now y'all have to do what y'all got to do at this point. I understand Sonny don't want to kill Shiloh right now because of Kristina, but what other option do you have to get rid of him? I mean, they better hope and pray somebody else do it for him, which I'm pretty sure will happen, more than likely. So anyway, moving on from that. I always enjoy the scenes with Alexis and Dr. Neal. I love the chemistry between them. I really do. I really want to see the two of them together at this point. Because the way he be looking at her, you could kind of tell he kind of feeling her. He feeling Alexis. You can see it all on his face. He jonesing for Alexis right now. And Alexis is kind of feeling him too. Because she can't stay away from that man. Even though it's more on a professional level. But you could kind of see the chemistry between them. Not kind of, but for me, I could definitely see the chemistry. And I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely enjoying it. I really hope Alexis get her groove back. And it's with Neil. you know, because they do look good together. She a little neurotic though, but I could definitely deal with Alexis and Neil being together. You could tell like she still be trying to get in his business a little bit, but you know he ain't willing to talk. Not yet at least, but I think at some point he gonna let his guard down with her. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode though. But hit the comment section, let me know what y'all thought about today's episode, and I will see y'all all later. Peace.